Thanks, Melanie. Well, if you have some kiddos who might be interested in tennis, you're going to want to listen up. This is for you. John Scanlon, he's the Vice President of Albany Tennis Association, and Rhonda Palmer, the Junior Coordinator of Tennis. And we're talking about the Albany Tennis Association Citywide Junior Tennis Festival. It's going on March 9th from 9 to noon at Darton State. Can you tell us what's going to be going on?
We're just introducing juniors ages 11 to 17 to tennis. Whether they've played tennis a little bit or they haven't played tennis at all, we just want to get a tennis racket in as many hands as we can.
Sure. I think that's a wonderful idea. How long have you been doing this?
We've had junior tennis activities in the area for years. This is a new idea slightly. We do stuff like this all the time, but he's specifically zeroing in on the 11 to 17, and that's kind of new.
What do you think are the benefits for young people to be able to learn the game?
If nothing else, it gets them running around a tennis court for a little bit, maybe out of the house and a little more active.
So now you guys also have coming up, you have clinics and you have tournaments and all kinds of things that kind of, if they're interested, they can get involved in. Can you tell us about how that would work out?
Right. Once we get a tennis racket in their hand on Saturday and they fall in love with playing tennis, you know, they're making friends and they can continue playing tennis with their friends, or there's plenty of places in town where they can take lessons. And once they get where they can keep score and everything, they can start playing in tournaments. And the Albany Tennis Association has free play days that Rhonda runs, and just getting them playing more.
That's great. So is this festival, is it free or is there a register price?
It's free.
Wonderful.
Show up.
That's huge. That's humongous. How often do you get a free tennis lesson?
Well, around here, actually, more often than you would think. We do this at least once a month, something like this that's free once a month.
Well, that is fantastic. That's a wonderful service that you guys are able to provide to the community, and really giving young people something that they can take with them all throughout life, because, you know, there's tennis courts everywhere. It's something that you can pretty much do no matter where you're at. We're going to be back in just a little bit learning more about the Albany Tennis Association. You can find out more information at atatennis.net. We'll be right back. You guys stick around. That's fantastic. Well, I'm over here talking about the Albany Tennis Association Citywide Junior Tennis Festival. And this is John Scanlon. He's the Vice President of Albany Tennis Association, and Rhonda Palmer, the Junior Coordinator of Tennis. And you're actually going to be the one that's talking and teaching the young kids about tennis this upcoming weekend. What is that like with teaching kids versus teaching adults?
Actually, it's very satisfying. You know, get a tennis racket in their hand and find something that they can do and that they really like, and something they can be good at. Adults can it's different kind of drills that you do with kids and adults, but the kids getting hooked on tennis is very satisfying.
I bet. Well, you know, we've kind of been talking about this event that's going on, and this one is for kids ages 11 to 17. It's happening March 9th from 9 to noon, but you guys also have an adult one coming up as well, where adults can learn as well. Tell us about that one.
I'm not sure when that one's scheduled. We have a 10 and under coming up on April 6th. And we do different ones for different ages, including adults, throughout the year. We just try to, about once a month, schedule something that's unique and free for people to come and play tennis.
I think that's fantastic. So do you know if it's upcoming, or they need to just keep with the website to look for it?
Just keep with the website. We know we're going to do the 10 and under one on April 6th, and then we're going to do an adult one sometime either in April or May.
Great. So you guys can go to atatennis.net to find out, you know, all of these different courses, because there's several different ones that you guys have, and I just think that's just wonderful to be able to offer these free events like that. But tell us more about the free clinics that are coming up after this for the kids.
The free clinics are really getting involved in the play days. You know, once they're figuring out how to play a little bit and keep the ball going and keep score, then they can be involved in our play days that happen at least once a month, sometimes several times more.
Well, one thing that I've always not understood about tennis that has driven me crazy is, instead of saying 0 to whatever, they say love. And I'm thinking, you're losing. Obviously, you're not feeling much love. Why are they saying that 0 equals love? Can you explain this phenomenon to me?
Yeah, the French did it. Blame it on the French. They I think the French word for the egg, which resembles a 0, LOV, LUV, something. and then
Okay.
it got lost in the translation, so we just call it love.
We tried to make the loser feel a little bit better about himself. Well, you guys, again, go to atatennis.net. It's the Albany Tennis Association, so you can keep up with all of the free clinics that they have coming up and the different ways that you can learn more about the game of tennis. And thank you for coming on this morning and telling us about it. Just a wonderful organization, and we're glad you're able to bring this to Albany.
Thank you for having us.
All right, back on over to Chris for a check of our forecast.